Prophet Abraham, the brave friend of God. Abraham's childhood and wonder. Long ago, in the busy city of Babylon, a boy named Abraham grew up with a curious heart. His father died when he was little, so his kind uncle Azor raised him, calling him his son. Babylon was full of people who worshipped statues made of stone and wood, believing they were gods. Azor made these idols for a living, and everyone respected him. But young Abraham was different. Even as a kid, he never bowed to idols. He'd stare at the twinkling stars, the glowing sun, and the silvery moon, thinking, "These are so amazing. Who made them? It can't be these statues, they can't even move." Abraham was super smart. He'd ask big questions, like, why do people pray to idols that can't help anyone? He believed in one great God who created everything, the sky, the earth, and all people. When he saw Azor carving idols, he'd say, "Uncle, these statues aren't gods. They're just rocks and wood. The real God is way bigger." Azor would sigh, "Abraham, keep those thoughts quiet. People love their idols, and the king, Nimrod, won't like your words." But Abraham wasn't afraid. He wanted everyone to know the truth about the one God. Nimrod, the proud king. In Babylon, King Nimrod ruled with a mighty hand. He had tall palaces, shiny treasures, and everyone obeyed him. Nimrod got so proud that he said, "I'm like a god on earth. I control everything." People cheered for him, saying, "Nimrod keeps us safe. He builds our temples." But Abraham shook his head. "Nimrod's just a person, like us," he told Azor. "Only God is the real king." Azor worried, "Abraham, hush. If Nimrod hears you, we'll be in big trouble." Abraham replied, "I'm not scared. God is stronger than any king." One day, Abraham did something bold. When Azor asked him to carry an idol to the temple, Abraham tied a rope to its foot and dragged it through the dirt. People gasped, "That's disrespectful." They complained to Azor, saying, "Your boy will make the idols angry." Abraham just smiled and said, "If idols get mad, let them fix themselves. They can't, because they're not real gods." His words made some people think, but others got upset. They whispered, "This kid is trouble." Abraham breaks the idols. One year, Babylon had a huge festival where everyone went to the desert to celebrate, leaving the city empty. Abraham stayed behind, pretending to be sick. With everyone gone, he grabbed an axe and marched to the idol temple, where statues stood on fancy thrones, surrounded by plates of food people left for blessings. Abraham looked at the idols and laughed, "You can't eat or talk, can you?" Then, with a big swing, he smashed all the idols except the biggest one, placing the axe on its shoulder. "Let's see what happens now," he said, and went home to rest. When the people returned, they saw the broken idols and shouted, "Who did this?" The priests told Nimrod, who was furious. Some remembered Abraham's dislike for idols and said, "It must be him." Nimrod ordered Abraham to be brought to a big court, where crowds gathered. The judge asked, "Abraham, were you in the city during the festival?" Abraham replied, "Why not ask the big idol? It's got the axe." The judge snapped, "Idols don't talk. They're just stone." Abraham grinned, "Exactly. So why worship them? They can't do anything. I believe in the one God who made everything." The crowd murmured, and some kids whispered, "He's brave." But Nimrod was angry. "Abraham's words are dangerous," he roared. "He must be punished." They decided to throw him into a huge fire to scare everyone. People piled up wood in the desert, and Nimrod built a giant catapult. On the day of the punishment, they tied Abraham up and placed him on the catapult. The fire roared, so hot it pushed people back. Abraham prayed, "Oh God, I trust you. As the catapult flung him into the flames, God spoke, "O fire, be cool and safe for Abraham." The fire didn't burn him, it felt like a garden of roses. When the flames died down, Abraham walked out, safe and smiling. The crowd gasped, "He's alive!" But Nimrod shouted, "Anyone who follows Abraham will burn too." Scared, most people stayed quiet, and Abraham was sent away from Babylon. Abraham's new home. Abraham and his wife Sarah moved to new lands, first to Egypt, where the king gave them gifts, including a kind servant named Hagar. But Egypt's people also worshipped idols, so Abraham left for Palestine, settling among desert tribes. There, he and Hagar had a son named Ishmael. Sarah, who had no children, felt sad, so Abraham, guided by God, took Hagar and Ishmael to a desert called Mecca. He left them near a barren valley, trusting God's plan. Hagar searched for water, running 7 times between hills, until a spring burst under Ishmael's heel, called Zamzam. It's still there today. Travelers found them, and the place became a happy home. Later, Sarah had a son named Isaac. Abraham visited Ishmael often, and when Ishmael was 13, Abraham had a dream from God, "Sacrifice what you love most." Abraham knew it was Ishmael. He told his son, who said, "If God wants it, I'm ready." With a heavy heart, Abraham took Ishmael to a special place in Mecca. As he raised his knife, tears falling, God called, "Stop, Abraham. You've shown your love for me. Sacrifice a ram instead." They thanked God and obeyed, and this story taught people to trust God's wisdom. Building the Kaaba. Years later, God asked Abraham and Ishmael to build a special house for worship, the Kaaba in Mecca. Together, they stacked stones, praying, "Make this a place where everyone loves you, God." The Kaaba became a holy spot where people still visit today for Hajj, a big celebration of faith. Abraham's family grew, with Ishmael and Isaac becoming leaders who shared his love for the one God. Satan's tricks. Even after Abraham's miracles, sneaky Satan tried to trick people. He'd say, "Fire is holy because it didn't burn Abraham." Some believed him, thinking fire was a god. But wise kids knew better. "Satan's lying," they said. "Fire's just a thing God made. Only God is worth worshipping." Abraham's story showed everyone to be brave, think smart, and trust God, no matter what tricks Satan plays.